Hey folks, it's John again. Let's talk about Linkit and Bubble Sheets. So again, make sure we're at bri.linkit.com. We've logged in. We're now seeing the home screen here. I'm going to go to Bubble Sheets, click on that icon, and I'm going to click on Create Bubble Sheets to bring me to the next menu. At this menu, this is where naming is important. So the first thing you must do is pick the test which we've already made or we could have uploaded through Linkit Prime. So when I choose the test that I want, I have to be very specific and know where it's located in my bank of tests. For me, the bank is in 912. The subject matter will be social studies. The bank I'm going to use is from my APUSH or AP US History Bank. And the test I'm going to give is Final Exam Part 2, 2015-2016. Now, again, everyone's menus are going to look different. The biggest hiccup I've seen people come across is I can't find the test. Well, did you label it and put it in the right bank? Do you have to switch your banks around, grade level, subject, bank number, or bank name, excuse me. If those don't all match up, you won't be able to find the test that you just made. So you either have to go back and change it through test design and relocate it into a new bank, or fiddle around with these options here to find that test you made. But that usually is a headache. So what you name and how you name things is very important in keeping things straight and on point. Once I've found the test that I want, I will go down and say, okay, what class do I want to print it for? So I'd pick term. In this case, it's a full year course. So I'm going to pick 2016, 2017 FY. And I'm going to pick for, again, yours will be different because it'll be customized to your class. I'm going to pick it for my first section of AP American History. So now I have all my students. Notice a couple things here. Right now, every name in blue has been selected to print a bubble sheet for. Two things I should worry about. One, students that are in my class list but have left my class, transferred, moved, what have you. Or the second, or B, the thing I should worry about is, are students not listed here that are in my class currently because they're new students? If they are not listed, you must email Jill Negro and ask her to add them to your class. If they are still listed, you can do a couple things. You can click on their name to deactivate this bubble sheet for that person in that class. There will be no bubble sheet printed for this. Or you can keep their name highlighted. The only hiccup you'll see with this is that when you run your grades through, Linkit's going to tell you, hey, you have a couple kids that have not taken their test yet. The reason is you printed a test for those kids, and since the grades have not come through the system yet, it's going to keep reminding you that there's students that have to take the test. You can either ignore it and say, hey, don't worry about it. I've kept track of my kids, and I know I have all my tests done. Or as I said earlier, you can click on their names and turn off the blue highlight, which means we will not print bubble sheets for those students, and Linkit's not going to tell me that there's students that still have not taken the test yet once I start uploading. Once I have, again, my test selected, the term selected, the class selected, the student selected, I can work on some small options here. I can make sure it's pre-slugged, which means their names will be on it already, and just simply hit on the answer sheets. If I have a lot of questions, I might want to shrink the size of my bubbles so I can fit everything on one page. Once I'm all done with that, I would go ahead and click Generate. And if I scroll down, you can see I've already made something earlier for generating. And right there, I have now made Final Exam Part 2 for this AP History class. There's the time these bubble sheets were created. And I would simply click on Download. Which I might have an issue with. No, I don't. And you can see I have the PDFs here for all my students. And I would simply click Print, which I'm not going to do now, to print these bubble sheets to use in class. So there you go. There's how to create bubble sheets for a certain test and for a certain class and how to get through the process.